Salut à tous, ici le Baron of Mourk. Cette semaine, j'ai enfin une vidéo sur la 3.17.2 pour continuer la série après mon retour de vacances. Mais trouver un rush potable n'a finalement pas été si facile. Vous me rétorquerez que j'ai passé mon temps à me vanter sur mes streams que nous avions enchaîné les attaques avec les Mongrels, depuis que le serveur cap était passé à plus de 100 joueurs. Mais alors quoi? Tout ça c'était de l'esbrouf? Eh bien, pas tout à fait. Nous avons en effet accumulé les attaques à un rythme effréné que j'ai personnellement rarement vu jusque-là. Peut-être au tout début du rock, lorsqu'il venait juste de sortir alors que tout le monde voulait le tester. Et j'en veux pour preuve la dernière vidéo sur le YouTube de Mongrel Squad par exemple, où toutes les attaques qu'on y voit proviennent d'une seule et même session qui a duré, allez quoi, 2 heures. Mais si vous avez visionné attentivement cette vidéo, vous comprendrez vite que son intérêt réside principalement dans le nombre d'attaques qui y sont montrées, plus que dans la qualité de ces attaques. À croire que le Alt F4 se trouve désormais dans les vidéos tutoriels de CIG parce que même les joueurs avec moins d'une semaine en jeu, et leurs petits frères, l'utilisent désormais à peu près à tous les coups. Ah c'est vrai, les vidéos tuto de CIG n'existent pas encore. Vous avez compris ce que je veux dire. Au moindre signe d'agression, le Alt F4 qui encore il y a quelques mois était une exception est devenu aujourd'hui la règle, et même presque l'on pourrait dire une tradition. 99% de nos interactions en ce moment terminent dans les 5 minutes au mieux parce que l'officier en charge ordonne de détruire la cible aussitôt, car naturellement cette dernière essaie de se soustraire. Si vous voulez les gars, moi ce que j'en dis c'est que votre petit manège durera moins longtemps que les contributions. Si l'on rajoute à cela le fait que nous jouons en équipe, que certaines positions tactiques sont prédéterminées et que je ne suis pas constamment aux premières loges parce que je suis avant tout un officier de terrain et non pas un reporter de guerre. Donc avant de chercher par tous les moyens à rassembler des images d'anthologie pour vous, ma priorité demeure à tout instant la conduite correcte de mes hommes dans des attaques PVP dynamiques. D'un autre point de vue, j'imagine que c'est ce qui contribue à maintenir la fraîcheur de mon contenu. Je ne refuse jamais quelques fleurs, mais vous comprenez du coup pourquoi j'ai dit au début de cette intro que j'avais galéré à trouver un rush intéressant pour en faire une vidéo. Lol. Et nous y voilà, mon équipe réduite à seulement 3 membres en cette fin de session découvre tout compte fait la Terre Promise. Une cible belle et mystérieuse qui vient de Thaïlande, donc qui est évidemment sympa, et pour laquelle j'ai naturellement un biais immédiat. Mais surtout, elle acceptera de jouer le jeu jusqu'au bout, et attention, tenez-vous bien parce que je m'apprête à dire un gros mot. Elle avait même une escorte.
There is something here, hang on.
You at Norgard?
You must Norgard?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
confirm.
It's an Aurora Moth.
Oh.
Okay. I got 2 Curly Black,
Is it here?
landed Florville. Nothing on board. Yet.
Hopefully they're out gonna go out rock mine.
I got a C2 just spawn. Florville. Got
I would
scrap,
say, is it
got
worth
scrap on
checking
board,
everywhere?
scrap on board. This guy is going to shit, reclamation and disposal orients. There is no MCs on there.
Is it worth hitting someone for scrap?
Well, that's cargo. He's doing 40k,
True.
so we're gonna ask him training.
Okay. I will head to Orinth in that case.
I got more stuff spawning. I got another Curly Black spawn. This is gonna get nothing. Gonna vote the target. Alright, target is from Thailand.
On an EU server? Okay.
Can speak English. No org. 2016. Could be an expat like me. Alright.
Maybe.
Target is in the seat. We're gonna snare this guy. We don't need to
Yeah,
use
I'm
the
gonna
damage
get
on
myself a good, like, 20k above the outpost.
that. Yeah. Well, you should be able to snare when you're gonna jump there. Alright.
Oh, yeah.
Target is taking off. Most likely he should go
Are you-
there. He could sell somewhere. Alright, he's orientating. Yeah, he's looking at you.
Let me know when you want me to jump.
Alright.
Roger, I'm above at about 17k, 18k, moving up, moving up.
Alright, he jumped. I'm moving as well to be able to jump behind him. I need to go over the quantum ceiling. Joining on you.
Yeah.
Get ready to...
No eyes, yeah.
There we go, I'm off.
Yeah, he's right in front of me. Alright, how far are you? I
Alright.
put you too far. Come to me as quick and start the snare.
Alright, snare deployed.
Alright.
Hailing target.
He's going up. Back up. Is he answering?
I didn't see anything from him. Hailing again.
Don't be charged.
Going back up. Back
No,
shields down.
he's declining. He's declining comm.
Moving for EMP. EMP firing now. Alright, shields are not going down.
Ineffective.
Yeah, fire your EMP just because you can.
Yep.
Call him in the global chat if he's not talking. Back shield is going back up, so we need to put it back down before you fire. your
Can't even
EMP.
catch him.
Like, gonna try to
I've got to be
fire.
careful trying to halt.
Yeah, you got cannons.
My MP is on cooldown now.
Shields under fire.
Alright, I'm working on front shield.
Yeah, he's trying to fight back.
Yeah.
Alright, hit his rip.
It doesn't look like this guy's going to answer. I'll try him one more time. I'm at 3k. Refused comm call again.
Talking global. Tell him. Tell
Rear
him
shield is just up. I already have, mate.
yeah, just tell him.
Told him overacting answer comms call.
Just tell him straight ahead. Basically, pay 20. You being parroted, pay 20k or
Will
you'll get
do.
destroyed. Tell him right away. You got 2 minutes. I think back shield is down. Recharging EMP.
I'm being attacked. We've got another person here.
All right. Moving for
You want me to
the.
break him?
Yeah. Okay. We got a Titan here.
We've got.
Yeah, I've been attacked.
We defend the. We attack on SpaceX. We defend our Mantis. Mantis stay on the target.
Yep.
Yep.
Missile.
Careful, he's launching missile on you.
Missile.
Come on, work, fucking flares. There we go. I'm fine.
Contact.
Burn again.
Alright, shooting on target. Baron's doing effective. I'm doing him some damage. Running.
Once you've killed the Titan, we're just gonna have to kill overacting.
Yeah.
We've given him 2 minutes. He's not going anywhere.
Alright, target is out of shields again. And try to run again. Taking damage, running behind him. Alright, where are you, Caput? Far away, Caput.
Have you
Alright,
got my
let's...
mark?
Yeah, let's run back to Caput, Das. It's,
Yep.
So, what we're gonna do...
There we go. Coming
Keep
to
on
you now.
him, Caput. You're gonna make one last threat. Basically tell him,
Bottom travel.
stop him now.
Bottom travel.
We're gonna kill on sight. Oh, Space Duck is here.
Space
Alright,
Duck
so
is
no,
on you.
we need
Yep.
we need to kill Space Duck. Alright, there's a definitive friend.
Space Duck, he's one of ours.
No, it's not.
Space
I'm-
Duck.
That's the guy in the Titan. Definitely friend.
Have you got
could
that
jump to him.
recorded, Barry?
Yeah, I got it recorded.
Cool, I want to see that, because if it's Space Duck, then I want to have a word with him. Right, I'm turning over, acting one last chance.
Yeah, Space Duck shooting on you.
Different Space Duck.
Right, Space Duck is out of shield, it seems. Gonna EMP. EMP firing now. Should disable. Alright, now he got shields back. That shields down again. Space Duck is no match, so Das, you're gonna start to attack the C2, shoot to kill. Same for you, Caput. I'm coming back to you. I'll re-engage I'll be the only one to re-engage Space Duck, basically, if he's trying to...
Comms, I think the
turn in.
C2 is trying to engage me.
He's focusing you. Just stay in front of him
Yeah, that's
and
you right now.
and just basically dodge
Yeah.
his shot. Should be easy, so we can stay on his back and put his back shield down. I'm
Oh
charging
no,
him.
he's chasing you now, Baron.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna stay in front of him and trying to make him more stable and work on his front shield. Yeah, actually you're right. He's focusing on me.
He's trying to draw him on you, I think.
Yeah, he's trying to do... Not doing a good job of it, though. I think he's just acting out of desperation at this point.
Yeah. EMP1 firing now. No effect.
No effect.
MP firing.
Hold, hold, hold. Right, go.
Alright, applying damage. Try and go back to the planet. Don't let the back shield recharge. That was close, Caput. We got another contact coming.
Another pip coming in.
Yeah. Focus on target. Kill him.
Space Duck again.
Yeah. Focus on target. Target Z.
I don't think we need to worry about
Alright,
Space Duck.
target Z.
Cool.
We're leaving. Well, that's fine. I'm putting some damage on him. I'm gonna fire the... Das, your EMP is ready?
Possibly, I think the actual firing is having some issues, but I will recharge it.
He's
Right.
bugging out.
Yeah, he's bugging out. Okay, just jump out, Caput.
Alright, bringing down Snare.
I'm gonna move and EMP him. His shield's gonna go down right away. No, that was a miss. Never mind. Just let's get away.
We'll try and hit him.
Alright, put out.
Okay, good. He's out of shields. Oh no, he's too far away. He's disengaging. Alright, let's move. We're joining
Yeah.
Caput. He's at OM1.
I'm at OM1. Yeah, I'm gonna jump off, guys. I need to restart the computer, get this screenshot, and then I'm gonna go get some lunch.
Hey, that was fair-minded.
He says good luck. Which basically in Thai means, well, what it means, but it's a very quite polite way to say goodbye to somebody.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, they're cool. Well, it was only scrap anyway. It's 90k.